Hello, everybody. Welcome back, my dear friends, followers, everybody who has been checking out this channel or maybe been here for a while. I know it's been a while since a live video. Um, some of you send me messages asking me if I'm now gonna do the Instagram forever, or how's the Instagram affair is going. Is it going well? Well, it is going very well, and I hope that you can join me over there just to have some fun. If that's your kind of thing, if that's your cup of tea, but if not, I will still be coming on, and I'm literally today jumping on. I want to address a very important letter I got about a week ago, and once again want to dive in this topic that a lot of, I think, modern Western men do not understand. Surprisingly, there is a lot of information about it, but still I feel that we can talk about this more so you can make your mind and understand what you want. So the topic of today is why Slavic women do not believe in casual relationships. Other words, in casual sexual relationships. I don't know if I'll put this name on YouTube, but that's what it really is. So you, ladies and gentlemen, should understand that in our culture we were raised differently. We were not raised to jump before the train, as we say in Russian language, or we have other expressions meaning doing something in a opposite order. In our culture, intimacy considered as a cherry on top is something very special. It's something that kind of seals the relationship. It's something that's sort of like in a way like culmination, like something that you build toward to, something that is very meaningful and very special. So for Eastern European women, Slavic women in general, it is very confusing when you get you emerge into other countries and cultures, and people look at things so very casually that it's almost like they expect you to do sacred. Yes, thank you, Jack. Thank you so much. Yes, exactly, sacred. So, and it's expected something, 3 dates, something, what? And I think that, that's why everything is so backwards in the Western world right now. Everything is so, there is such a gender war going on and all, because people do things backwards. They build from the, from the back. You know how if you go to work and your boss will tell you, you are brilliant. I'm gonna give you $100,000 and just go to work if you feel like it. Yeah, if you feel like it, go to work. If you don't feel like it, I don't know, I'm just gonna give it to you, and then, let's see how it unfolds. It would be the same thing. You need to come and prove yourself and build toward it and create trust and create connection. If you talk about relationships, emotional, mental, all kinds of levels of connection before you should be doing certain things. But here it's like everything is like from the back, and that's why people cannot stop. They either just endlessly jumping from one thing to another, and everybody else, everybody's complaining, and there is so many problems. Everybody blame each other, but nobody wants to take responsibility that you need to. We all have wishes and desires. Yes, don't put the donkey before the cart. Thank you. We all have wishes and desires. We are sexual beings. We are, we were brought to this planet to enjoy this. But we are not, we are not, we are evolved from, we are not animals, right? So we are evolved species. We are very complex beings, and we also have heart and soul and emotions. And one of the reasons why women run out so fast of their romance and energy and belief in beautiful things, because they let men do certain things to them without earning their trust. The other day I made a video. It was 15-second video. Actually, I was trying to do that. It's more of an Instagram style, but the idea of that video is that women cannot earn men's love. Some people wrote that, oh yes, you should be, like women should be lazy, and it's not that. Women cannot, if you don't want her, it doesn't matter what she will do, you will never fall in love with her. But men, on the other hand, can over time, unless you're totally repulsed by somebody, but can over time win your trust, win your loyalty to him. And over time, we can warm up to certain kinds of men, especially the one who is matching our love list, so to speak, our desires, and someone who is consistent, someone who has a plan, someone who knows what he wants. And therefore, we need to take our time. Nature works in different ways. All of you guys who are watching me, hi everybody, by the way, it's good to see you all. If you meet a woman and she is not in your taste, I don't care what heart she has, what a good person she is, let's be real, you'll never invite her on a second date. If she is not your cup of tea, if something is off in terms of attraction, you will never invite her again with a purpose of romance. Just because. But the woman sometimes can give a chance to the guy who maybe is not, that her would be her first preference, and who maybe not her, type, that she think maybe he's not your type, or I mean, he's not exactly her type or something like that. And also, women's preference changes with time, because when we are very, very young, in our teens and in college, it's completely different. But then after some time, you realize what's important, right? And so we can give a man a chance sometimes, maybe if he doesn't check all of the boxes, but there is something about him, the way he treats you, things he is doing for you, the way, just something about him, the way he makes you feel and how you feel around him, the sense of security, sense of protection, confidence, sense that he got this. That is really important for Slavic women, especially. We do not like doubtful men that keep asking and apologizing for everything. We like decisive men that know what they want, and men that are not shy to put some effort behind their words. Because just because you admire a woman, just because you find her beautiful, it doesn't mean that other men do not find her beautiful and attractive, but it doesn't automatically entitle you to that you're gonna be with her. It's not. So just because you like her, it's not some kind of honor that, oh great, let me just jump, you know right into into your arms and we'll be forever. I mean, if that is mutual, it is a good beginning, but she wants to see what you are going to do. And once again, in American modern culture, people starting it backwards. They first jump into bunch of how you call this, situationships, when you even don't know you don't know anything about that person, but you have some kind of chemistry, and you have no self-control, you have no responsibility, no understanding of what you're doing, and you just jump and you enjoying certain moments, which, guys, I understand. I totally understand the, human desires, but women should be a lot more strategic. So don't take it personally if they're not just like, running toward you. Oh, wonderful, let me just jump from the plane because of, because that particular man, wants you. No, that's not how it works. Just so you understand, this is how Slavic women see offer of casual relationship. First of all, it's an insult, because casual, what, it's like casual clothes, it's something you wear around the house, something that's probably doesn't matter much, something really easily replaceable. Other words, for us, casual relationships mean this. It sounds better than what it actually is. Imagine, a daughter saying to her father this: Dad, I met this guy. Yeah, he offered me to be in a relationship with him, in a casual one. Well, other words, he's going to use me the way he pleases, and I gonna have some free sex with him, meaning they're gonna be no responsibility, no commitment, no future plans, no vision. But I will basically do the wife duties. I will I'll do them everywhere, you know so he can have all of this, and do not do anything in return. I'll take care of him. In our culture, you cook sometimes, you do beautiful things, you clean, you not necessarily that you clean, but you create cozy atmosphere, you put your heart into it, you make house home, and in our culture, again, women take pride in their appearance. If you didn't notice, yeah, and if you didn't know that, women take pride in their appearance. They also take pride in they honor their sexuality. They honor their beauty. They invest a lot. You guys have to understand, when you see a beautiful woman, you see the end result. She may have gotten up 3 hours prior, and she has to, because she needs to do her stretching, her exercise, take her bath, do her facial ritual, do her makeup, do her clothes. It's a lot. And we do not feel that the man that we meet is entitled to get all of this and give us nothing in return. I can't believe that I still, I still see people that are very. So is it like you are like exchanging something for? No, you just give everything for free, and no responsibility from the man. Yeah, that's how you do it. That's great. Look where it got our country. I'm talking about United States. Look where it got us. Some women don't even know, not even sure who is the father of the child, because they have casual relationship with. It's casual, right? So if it's casual, it's not committed. So it means that you can be doing things around, and I don't even know if there is 2 weeks difference. It's like, I don't even know. I actually had this real conversation with a girl. She really did not know who the father of her son is going to be. And you can blame her, or you can think, well, men never refuse the opportunity. I'm yet to meet a man who would be offered something and he would say, oh, no, 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 we cannot do that. No, 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 no. We're gonna wait till we enter the next level of understanding and our hearts will unite. No, no, no. Never met so far a guy who would refuse an opportunity, and usually not only not a refusal, but a proposal. Oh, it's gonna be fine. So, ladies and gentlemen, for us, for our culture, that is an insult. It's not some kind of status. And so is being a girlfriend. You know, I always laugh at people that think, you can call it whatever, but you know, Amina on the Universe Guru talks about this a lot too. She represents more of a um like Indian culture, Pakistani culture, even though she was born here in US. But I totally agree with her on this, because we don't you don't take girlfriend status to the bank. Something happens tomorrow, you have no protection, you have no commitment, no guarantees, no security, nothing. So a woman has a right to see whoever she wants to see before she makes her choice. You guys still there? I sound like my father right now. So once again, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say hi to everyone. This is end of the message, basically. I don't want to go for 3 hours over same thing. For us, when you offer a woman, yeah, you know, we can meet, we can date, like, yeah, we are in a relation, we are in a casual relationships. What the woman with some self-respect and class and conservative values hear, what does she hear? She hears this. Yes, we're going to have sex. I'm going to use all of your time. I'm going to give you nothing in return. I have no responsibilities and no commitment. I think it's a great deal. I think it's going to be great. Yeah, and I think you should just jump to the ceiling from this offer. Yeah. Didn't you want to put all of the effort and invest your emotions, your love, your energy of love, your sexuality, your, you know, your heart and soul into me, and get absolutely no security and no guarantees? I think it's a wonderful limited time offer, and you should jump in as soon as you can. So remember also, sign point, that when you just seen somebody, you know, just, you know, you go out on dates, people do not women and men, they do not owe you anything. You know, there is no such thing as cheating, because the person have not chosen you yet. You have not chosen them. You have not committed. You have not put a ring on their finger. You had not signed for them at the court. So they don't belong to you. And that's why you have to do something that they would belong to you. You know, when you run into a woman, you know, once in a lifetime, you know, once in a million, I don't know, once in a lifetime, when you run into that special woman, you know that. You don't need to check her. You don't need to even have intimate relationships with her to know that that is a serious, there is something there that is worth of the commitment. Because I know commitment is hard for guys. I understand that. It's hard for women too, let's be real. But it's harder on men's mentality, I think, from my observation, because men always feel like they're gonna lose their freedom. But once in a lifetime, you meet a woman that wants you lose that freedom, so to speak, because you feel that that is somebody very, very special for you, somebody that just, you know, does it for you, as I say, right? So that's it, guys. I do think it's, you know, it's truly important. You know, if you have kids, maybe you have nieces, maybe you have, you know, daughters-in-law. You men who watching my channel, you have to speak to your daughters, to your nieces, to your, you know, young females around you. Don't let that feminist bullcrap get into their head. They think that they exercising their freedom by, you know, sleeping around with multiple men, not knowing what's what, you know, not to mention that, you know, you can get, you know, undesirable pregnancy, you can get sick, you can catch all kinds of disease and screw your entire life mentally, physically, in all the ways. you know, but you just completely, they gonna run around and have their heart broken each and every time, because this culture and this mentality inspires, you know, young women to, oh, it's empowerment, you know, I need to make a special video on sexual empowerment. It's empowerment. No, it's not an empowerment. We have completely different goals with men, you know. There is nothing empowering in being used by multiple men for no good reason. But women only start to understand this, you know, later, till they go to at least their 30s, and then they realize what they, you know, what the heck, you know, was I doing, you know? It's really awful. Oh, I have something, I have a fur in my eye. I apologize. Oh, oh. By the way, this video is sponsored by a beautiful red fox fur, lovely cape. It's an early Valentine's gift. And it's so, so lovely. It's so princess-like. I really love it. So, what was I saying? Yes, that it's, you know, it's all wrong and it's all backwards. And if it wouldn't be, we wouldn't be living in this crazy society right now. People devalue themselves. Most of all, you know, they put themselves at discounted prices, like your time, your effort, your heart, your emotions, your investment, worth nothing. Just, my dear friends, understand that women do not need to put themselves on hold for you. If you meet somebody special and you don't know what you want, that's your problem. You know, you can leave at any moment, but don't, like I always say, don't stay in the door. You know, if you want to go, the door is open, and if you need a kick, you'll get it. But don't stay in the door. Don't hold the opportunities. If you don't know what you want, figures it out and then come back. This is how Slavic women who have class, elegance, education look at this. They do not want to spend their emotions and their, you know, their, that energy of love, you know, that inspirational energy of love and life. They don't want to, you can't give it to multiple people. You cannot. You will be completely exhausted. And this is why many women are exhausted. Many young women, they're completely lost. They don't know where to go, what to do. And what kills me is that fathers over here, they feel like they stay away. But we and women in general, especially young women, need your father's guidance, because you understand men better than anybody else. Yes, it's nice to have a wise mother that's, you know, can teach you some feminine things and secrets, but father is important in this case. And be a good one. So I'm done. Saturday morning live. Oh, it's Saturday, Friday. It's Friday, actually. Yes, I'm so glad to do another video. So guys, if you miss my daily videos, I will do more content videos talking about different things. If you join my IG platform, I just want you to know that it's more like I finally decided to display my passion for beauty and furs and glamour and things like this. So some people wrote me that the kind of, you know, seek sort of a different perspective, but you know, we all have hobbies and passions. It's not only one thing. And so if you're open to it, you can check my Instagram account. It's Veronica Olsen on IG. I'll post it below in the comments. Maybe you don't use it and it's not your cup of tea. That's cool too. But you gotta show me some love over here, because I make these tiny little clips, you know, showing off my furs on IG Reels. It's like super tiny clips, like 15 seconds, and I get like 20,000 views on that. And I don't even have to work hard. So I need some love, guys. You better show me that you would like to, you know, you enjoy these conversations. Okay? Oh, thank you. Thank you, James. You make me blush. Let me read your comments, guys. I don't want to go for hours. I'm just so happy to catch up with you this Friday. I thought it was Saturday for a second. Elizabeth, if you're still here, hello, darling. Hey, Bill. Hello, Veronica. It's snowing in Texas. Awesome. I love snow. I hope you enjoy it. Jack is here saying, you mean you were taught to keep the commandment of God, including the law of chastity? You know, I wasn't really raised in a religious family, in a religious matter, but I think I got a few things right, and it really hurts me to see the way things are going, and it hurts me to see how women just let use themselves, and they think that, you know, and they think that they're gaining something. Oh, you know, yeah, I am sexually free. Well, great. What is gonna give to your life? You know, bunch of heartache, because other women this guy is seeing are also sexually free. You know, bunch of heart. We as women, I don't know why nobody talks about it enough, but we are not just some kind of robots. We bond through these activities. As I said in the beginning of this video, this is supposed to be a cherry on top. It's supposed to be something very, very special. So we should spread some awareness, because women have all kinds of self-esteem issues, and pain, and just disappointment in men, because they give their emotions to unavailable men, to men that do not have any good intentions for them, that do not just, you know, taking the free treats, I would say this, you know, and that's it. And women eventually run out, you know. we we are gifted with a divine, very sacred energy of love. That's why, you know, when you meet a woman, you feel, when you meet a woman of your dream, you feel that inspiration. And if once it's mutual, she's starting giving you a lot. She gives a lot of her, that energy of love that motivates you, that makes you feel special, that makes you feel on top of the world, that makes you feel like you feel like you are under 10 10 different drugs when you're with her. But it's a divine energy, and when it's given, God knows who, when it's given to somebody who does not appreciate it, to somebody who does not provides anything in return, eventually women run out of it. They break their heart, and they becoming energyless. They are becoming absolutely weak and fragile, and also they becoming incapable to truly love, because they wasted the God-given gift on God knows what. You know, we all, it's easy to talk about, you know, physical things, but all the physical things are results of the inner things, you know. And intimacy, it's nothing but expression of, it's supposed to be an expression of love through the language of the body. It's supposed to be. But when you never made it to love, when you never made it to understanding and connection and joy before that, it's exchange of just, it's like animal instinct in exchange, and that's it. Or entertainment of sorts. So you can never reach that unless you build toward it. It's supposed to be, as I said, you know, a cherry on top, and it's, and you when you start from cherry, everything else gonna be a disappointment. You know, when you start from the best part, the only thing left is the worst part. You know, because it's like you don't start to build a building from the roof. You need to put the basement first. You need to put the base first. You need to add the levels, and then you put the roof on. And in this case, it feels to me like everybody wants to put their roof on with nothing underneath, and people are surprised why that roof fell down. So for once again, for us Slavic women, this is not the options. You're not gonna entice us with a generous offer of, being intimate with you for no reason but your pleasure. We are not. This is not something that is encouraged in our culture. Okay, so I'm gonna read some more. Thank you guys. It's been so long. My affair with Instagram is going really well. But I would love to see some of you there so I can still wear my furs when I do videos, but we can talk about more things. Oof. Jack is saying, I have a friend who's gay, more of an associate. He was a tenant of mine. I learned a lot from him because they just have sex right off the bat. And if it's any good, then pursue relationship. I know, it's really terrible. I really feel bad. We're not going to judge people, for their preferences, but I really feel bad for people in different communities like that, because in their community, the commitment is like there is almost none. I know this because I knew somebody who was working with people in that situation, and he told me that it's heartbreaking. That's why I'm so opposed to this encouragement right now of LGBTQ culture, because people have no idea and no clue what they're setting kids and children for, right? Because now we have this extra liberal movement of, yeah, you don't know, maybe you're gay, maybe you're not, you should try. People are just absolute bananas. They don't understand that children at 12 years old should play with mud. They should not be thinking about these things. They have no idea who they are. Sometimes we don't know who we are at 30 and 40 and 50. We're still trying to figure it out. So yeah, in LGBTQ, this whatever it is, community, I feel it's very tragic, because it is really more of the just one physical aspect, and there is no, it's like it must be terrible. I'm glad I don't know what it is, but it must be terrible. So yeah, we gotta build connections and friendships and relationships from the basement, not from the roof. And also this whole thing, I think Gregory said, like, basement, it's foundation. Yeah, right. You also said, what did you say? Something about, yeah, friends with benefits. What? To me, when I heard the friends with benefits phrase first, I was like, how disgusting that is. Why would you sleep with your friend? It's so confusing and so weird. If you are involved intimately with a person, you're a lot more than a friend. It's a next level of connection. I mean, it's so weird. By the way, don't call women you like friends either. If you ever want to be with a woman, don't call her a friend. Because when you say that you're gonna be only a friend, call her woman of your dreams. No, seriously. I just think it's very kind of like depolarizing. It's like you take all the polarity off it. But that's just a side note. Oh, thank you so much for signing for my Instagram. Actually, it's grown really fast, but I would like to see some of you guys there. So I'm not only showing off my first and dancing to 15-second clips, but I'm having more conversations about different topics. And on IG, you can also jump on a video, and maybe if you have something to share, which I think is super cool. All right, let me read some more comments. I see you guys put some effort in the comments. Awesome. This is awesome. Yes, James, I've actually responded you. I saw your message a little bit late, but I saw it. Yes, I completely support your idea with Michael, going to Ukraine and seeing Michael. It's excellent. I'm very glad that you have a strategy and you follow it, and I really trust him. He really does his work with his heart. I appreciate him a lot. Hi Lance, good to see you. Yes. Well, all my good people are here today. Somebody says, I absolutely agree with you. Thank you, Stu. James is saying, I've watched Paternity Court on YouTube. That show scared me to death. Women not knowing the dad, men going to jail for 5 years, then found out they're not a dad. It's the best of birth control. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, women should not be living also on these pills. Women should not have to be on this. Like, I think it's terrible when you are having, you let somebody into your body, into your heart, into your mind, and you have to be on pills because God forbid you get pregnant. It's like, what kind of relationship is that? So why it is okay to be with a person, let him do this to you. I'm just gonna say it. But then if you have a natural outcome of it, then somehow you should be shameful and it's not gonna work, or he's gonna leave, or he's not gonna support you, or he doesn't want to be a dad. It's like, what is going on with this world? And I think that being on pills, I mean, do you know what it does to women's cycle and her body and her beauty? This is not normal. You should be with a man that if if the magic happens and you conceive another life in another life, it's a happy news. It's an exciting news. I understand, that there are not, no perfect circumstance, but still, why would you be with somebody who, if they would to know that you got pregnant, they would be like, well, it was nice seeing you. Thank you for the good time, but I'm coming back to my wife. Yeah, I'm actually, well, we're not living together. We're not sleeping together. We are living in different houses. But actually, you know what? I just forget to tell you that actually I'm involved. Yeah, I'm still married. So, yeah, I was just kind of enjoying my time off. I mean, seriously. If you really love that woman that much, you would not have a problem with her becoming a mother and having the fruit of your love. Okay? A lot of women are completely so naive and gullible that it just makes me laugh. But actually it doesn't make me laugh. It makes me feel very, very sad. You don't need to try like a seller of potatoes, like a seller of rotten potatoes, try to sell the idea that you may have you know you may be expecting something like as a natural consequences. I mean, it's just, why? What happened to self-respect? What happened to self-worth? What happened to all of these things? I don't know. I want to travel back in time and not come back. Let me read a few more comments before we wrap this up. 180% backwards, the total opposite of sacred. Yes, and the thing is, the level of joy when you truly are intimate with the person you're supposed to be intimate with, it's like you're flying to the moon. It's something that there is no words to describe it. But most people rob themselves from that joy, and they will never experience that joy because they never build up to it. They never had enough of willpower and for men to make it through, but they never build up to it. So yeah, they will never experience anything sacred. There is a huge difference between having sex and making love with somebody very special. Elizabeth is saying women who agree to casual relationships have no self-respect. I agree. It took me a while to even understand what does it mean, casual relationship. And to me, it reminds me of like worn out pajamas or like worn out home clothes that is too good to throw away but too bad to wear anywhere, and you hope nobody's seen you in this, but it's sort of there. So that's what casual relationships remind me of, like some things that is kind of used up, kind of have no value, but you feel too bad to throw it away, so you're gonna keep it till something better shows up. That's what it is, really. Hey, Northern USA, good to see you, my friend. And how old are you? You told me you were like 18 or 21 or something like that. It's awesome. I'm so glad you are on the right path. And he's saying, yeah, friends with benefits is weird, and you certainly can be friends with women you want to be with. Yes, don't call a woman you like a friend. Okay. 24. Okay. I don't know why I thought you were like 21, but still, you're very young, and I'm glad you're watching this. Yes, exactly. Oh my God, nice. Yes, yes. In big cap letters, you should not be sleeping with him. It's not about getting some bunch of pills and measures. It's like, if it's not gonna be great, why bother? If it's not gonna be something, why to put all this energy and all of this, and then, oh my God, let me just put all the shots and patches and tablets and mess up my hormones, as a woman, and never have a child, because it's just like, what? If the man is not ready to take responsibility, he's not ready to sleep with you. Ladies, if you're watching, if he is not ready to take responsibility, he's not ready for anything else. You don't get a dessert for no reason. And sometimes, if you adore a woman, if you admire her, you don't always have to drag her somewhere. I understand men's instincts and all of this, but if you truly adore a woman, if you truly admire her, you don't have to go on that level with her. If you're not ready for, you can't, you're not in a position to really be in her life, don't open up your heart that she falls in love with you, and then you're like, well, I forgot to tell you, it's not a good time for me. And the most evil thing that men can do is inspire women to open it, so that she opens her heart and she falls in love with him. He does everything that she falls in love with him, and then he does it to only later tell her that he's not available. Don't do that. If you just admire a woman, it's we all sometimes have different interests and meeting amazing people, and sometimes just have a crush on somebody. Go out, take you out on a dinner, make you a bunch of compliments, give you a bouquet of flowers, bring you a gift, give you a kiss, and go live your life. If you just, in our culture, by the way, one thing that I love about Ukrainian culture, our men know how to court and know how to sweep the woman off your feet, but they also know how to compliment a woman, gift her something, make her some pleasurable experience without expecting anything in return. I had plenty of dates where it was just, laughter, some flirts, some joyful things, interactions. This is how I got, good in communication, more or less, learning about, men's psychology, because I had all these experiences and there was nothing attached to it. It was because, nobody was looking for anything serious, and nobody was looking to get into, relationships. And it was just about having fun and flirting and dancing and going out and receive bouquets of flowers, and just, if you admire a woman, you don't have to try to get her in the dark somewhere. You don't have to you're gonna mess this up. In fact, make her feel great. Do something crazy for her, something that nobody else done. Oh, thank you so much for the cash app, James. Thank you. You are so sweet. Thank you. Uh surprise her. You will learn And thank you, Bill, so much for the Cash App super chat. Thank you so much. You will learn a lot about women. Just take them out on dates. And if you admire a woman, maybe a lady, maybe she's at your work, maybe she's in your school, you know, it's really inappropriate to get into something. It's gonna feel weird. Just, you know, show your adoration. It doesn't have to lead something somewhere, you know. Sometimes I go some places, you know, to do certain errands. I usually go same places, and I know that I'm gonna be treated specially in a special way. I don't know, could be could be because, you know, I enjoy just being lighthearted and feminine and just have fun, you know, even when I go do the most mundane things. And I do know that there are some men who work at those places who help me. I know that they go extra mile, but it doesn't mean we need to exchange numbers, we need to start talking. No, they have their life, I have my life, but they enjoy it when I come over, and they don't hide it, and they usually give me some extra, you know, like some extra little things, and in, you know, there is no lines for me, and, you know, some extra sweet things, but there is no strings attached. You don't always, you know, you don't always have to get yourself in situationships and weird things with other people just to try it how it is, and then have a, you know, break everybody's heart. You can just make a compliment, you know, to a woman, or make you something lovely, or do something, you know. But in United States, men are so starved for femininity. So if you come somewhere, I don't even have to be, you know, like wearing red fur. You know, it just, when you come and you just smile and you don't talk like a man, men really appreciate you, and they would drop things to just help you, and, you know, fix this, fix that, bring this to your car, you know, help you with whatever. I used to think that certain service places, I was thinking to myself, man, they have such a good service, they do so many extra things. And then I came the other time and they had a different worker, female workers in there, and I've learned real fast that those services were not included. So, you know, people and men are inspired by feminine energy, and there is nothing wrong if you know, bring some chocolate and candies, you know. Don't necessarily think that you have to jump into somebody's oh my god, I'm gonna say this, into somebody's underwear just because, you know, somebody made you a compliment. It's absolutely unnecessary. You know, in Japanese culture, men go to speak with those geisha women, right? They, you know, having sexual relationships are not allowed there. So you come, you have conversations, you have exchanges, you have like very witty conversations with these women. Those geisha ladies, they were taught how to be feminine, how to be playful, how to be flirty, how to make men's mind go wild. They were taught this, and men come there in those tea houses to just enjoy that feminine masculine interaction, you know, for that inspiration. It's not a place for you know, for other services. It's a place for basically very intricate, elaborate conversations that, you know, make man's imagination, you know, makes him going. And it's not, it's just, it's everything. So they learn, they're very educated, they know history, culture, you know, a lot of different things, so they can support that conversation. And it's kind of like that game in a conversation, and it costs a lot of money. It's actually cost more than some other services would cost. So think about that. It's a power, you know. It's like we have so much potential in us, and it's, I almost feel like people just always like scrape the surface and just, you know, grab it while you can. You don't have to grab anything while you can. You gotta have patience. I know it's difficult sometimes, but it's worth it in the end. Yeah, I know. And James is saying people hate to hear, but and it's funny why people hate to hear this. You get treated the way you treat yourself. So if you roll out of bed and put no effort in yourself, why somebody else should treat you better? Right? We are naturally tend to admire something that is pleasant to the eye, or at least that feels good and gentle. People hate to hear it, but if women would dress or act more feminine, they would be treated better. That's just a fact. There is no doubt. I don't know. It's a paradise. It's a paradise for, ladies from Eastern Europe because, we know how it's done. I talk sometimes with my friends and they tell me the same thing. Yeah. Northern USA say one of my friends in college always wear a skirt and she looks so much better than the other girls. Yeah, I mean, definitely the outer is a big part of femininity. There is no doubt. There is no doubt. Femininity is bigger than the clothes, but your appearance is definitely part of it. That's a good topic to discuss sometimes, Tenti Max. Why women in the West rejecting their femininity. That could be a good topic to talk sometime. Hey Lizzie, welcome. uh I'm not sure what culture what culture are you do you represent? Sometimes American men want to meet me for a sugary cheap drink, but not all. There is a lot of great ones. Yeah, there is a lot of great men and great women everywhere. There is no doubt. Most guys in this country are too cynical for positive relationship with women. I wouldn't say this. I meet great men all the time. Like, men who can offer a lot. Those men who sitting on the internet and making videos, and complain about women, I don't count them. They're not the target anyway. Men who just have nothing else to do. They just sit there and complain about women. We're not talking about those. I wouldn't say that. If you look around, you will see there is all kinds of people. It's a huge country and it's a huge world. There is a lot of people that have a lot to offer. So I think men are start for femininity. Men are really start for it. I can just tell. I want to make another video, why, feministic women are never, women who are angry and kind of in feminist masculine mode, why they are never happy in love. Even when they meet a great guy, they are never happy in love or in any kind of relationships with men. So, of course, if you were traumatized by somebody, it's gonna take you a while. But I wouldn't say I wouldn't say I wouldn't make the general statement about men. Yeah, I don't watch Kevin Samuels. I watched some of his shows, and there are few things that I strongly agree with. There are few things that I strongly disagree with. But he really makes it a show, and he's trying to, he found a niche, and I just don't like some graphic things that he has been saying and doing, and actually it doesn't even matter. It's not about the person, it's about the message. And I have to say, there are some very valuable things in what he's saying, and there are some things that are very degrading and very unpleasant. But once again, you have to make your own. It's like, when you have the bread with raisins, you need to pick those raisins out that are relevant for you. So I'm not calling anybody to rate me. It's like, what 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 women are so some modern Western women are just so out of touch with themselves that they would call somebody to give them a rating. Okay, you need to give yourself your own rating and stick with it. Another thing is about his show is that he's very hard on women, and honestly some women that call in, good God, they do need him. But I watched one time part of the men's show, and the men who were calling, they could not put two words together. And those are supposed to be, high value men. The show was so bad. The men who were calling in were so bad and irrelevant. They couldn't even speak well. He deleted the show. I think it was maybe 3-4 months ago. He deleted the show because it was so embarrassing. He never deletes the show when women embarrass themselves, and they do it constantly. But he deleted the show when men were calling in. I don't know, maybe some of you saw it. That was like, first of all, to make anybody interested in your opinion as a man, you have to be on that level, where your opinion counts. He is trying to be hard on men too, but he mostly focuses on women. That's how he gets his followers. He mostly focuses on women because it just works. He found his formula, and he is wildly successful. And again, I really do not want to discuss a person rather than their message. Okay, so maybe a lot of people reach out to me to make some kind of reaction on my thoughts, but I think you should sometimes take the person and your judgment of the person and focus on the message, whether it's a message that will help, elevate, support, make something great for people, or it's a message that will bring the opposite result. I think it's more important to focus on this rather than just thrive in a gossip and criticize somebody, So I don't really, it's not something that I would be, I think, we should be doing. It's more important what message the person brings. Yeah. Yeah, real man, real style is fabulous. By the way, he has a Ukrainian wife. I talked to him briefly some time ago. I really like Antonio. He is wonderful. Like, yeah, I could just not say could not say enough of good stuff about him. I used to watch him. I watch him sometimes. I love his stuff. He's excellent. He is excellent. You should do a reaction to a video I saw called You're Dating a Ukrainian When. Okay, I'll check it out. Hello, Bob. Bob Mitchell is saying, I like women who are feminine. They like to have their doors open and their chairs pulled out. Some American women act insulted if I do that. Oh, well. Oh, well. That is sad. But good for you. Good for you that you still remember. Mm-hmm. I should, put it in perspective and make maybe couple parts of videos for the person you're talking right now. Not about him so much, but about his message. I think that could be interesting. Especially, his ideas on mothers. It's like, if you are a mother, you have no value to society. It's like, what? What did you say? Or if I mean, there is difference when you have 5 children from 5 different men, or when you were married and you have children from your marriage. It's life. Women supposed to have children. Just because you are a guy and you live in a different state than your children, it doesn't mean that those children are not also yours. So it's just a mess. He just makes it things that women should be just praying, for attention and compete for men. I completely disagree with his message when he says that women need to compete to get men. No, you need to get the man that would love and appreciate you the way you are, because if you will be competing for men, you will completely lose yourself, and he will want to lose you too. Women cannot compete for men. You need to find, once again, a man who will be interested in you. So you're not competing. You just need to be realistic and see, who is naturally into you. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna make a separate video, guys. Oh my gosh, I got over an hour. I gotta get going. James saying that thinking process on mothers is evil to me. Yes, those women many may treasures to know what a good man is. Yeah, and everybody has a story. I mean, it's just really awful. It's like some men have, I just will say this in general, some men cannot forgive their mothers for whatever happened, and they taking it out on women that they know nothing about. If he wouldn't, if this particular man would know what it is, to be a dedicated mother, what it takes from you, it in any way does not make you less of a person. If anything, it makes you more of a person. And when you have children who are representing what you taught them, whether you are separated, whether you are divorced, or whatever may have happened, when you see those children, you see those results, you know everything about the mother when you see their child, because their child is literally a reflection of them, and it takes a lot of work. And then when man is raising child alone, or in a situation when he's like a part-time dad, like co-parenting, everybody would be like, oh, he's a good dad, he's raising his child. Well, you're supposed to raise your child, and if you're not together, it's okay that you're taking your child for a week or for a vacation. It's okay. It's called parenting and participation. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for participation from you. I did not expect that. Oh, have a great evening, James. We are wrapping up anyway. Thank you so much. Yes, guys, you can follow me on IG at Veronica Olsen. Maybe I'll do more talking content there too. We can talk about, and you can hop on the live. That would be great. Yes, Steve Harvey is really good at his ideas. I totally agree with him on almost everything, and he's respectful too. Yeah, I understand women cannot compete for men. I don't care how many other girls, women cannot compete for a man, period. So you open door for a woman, you are misogynistic. You don't open the door, you're toxic. We cannot win. Yeah, well, open the door for a right woman. I would say this. It's really funny, because when I go places in the door gets open for me, I always say a loud thank you. Just to make sure that it's obvious that it's appreciated. So yes, well, my dear friends, it's so wonderful to reconnect with you. Thank you so much for joining. I know James is still here. James, thank you so much for the super chat. You're really sweet. And also Bills, thank you so much for the super chat and for posting my Cash app. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna get myself some latte with whipped cream from you guys. I would actually really want that probably tomorrow, because it's a bit late today. It's more of a dinner time. So thank you guys so much again. I will look at your comments once the video is uploaded in 24 hours, and we'll come up with some new videos. So I won't completely be on Instagram 24/7. Thank you guys, and I will see you very soon. Have a wonderful weekend. I hope that this video was insightful. Bye, everybody. Wait! No!